Good morning and welcome to Lighting Systems 2010. Today we have with us, straight from the education floor, Iguzzini Regional Sales Manager Elizabeth Dunn to show us their latest release with a very unique track spot. Please enter any questions you have in the chat and we'll address them at the end of the presentation. If you'd like to schedule a follow-up with Elizabeth, please reach out to your Lighting Systems representative. Take it away, Elizabeth.
Excellent. Thank you so much for having me today. And I am here to talk about Iguzzini's new Superrail system with the featured product projector called the Robin. So as you can see on the screen, it is an infinite system where we are looking at more of a rectilinear solution in a recessed surface mount or indirect direct track. And then our projector is inspired by a robin sitting on its track, and I will get further into this in this presentation. So, the question is that we are all looking at of how we layer light from one system and having multiple options, and this is our solution for it. It's called Superrail. So this is a installation photograph of indirect direct track and having the robin sit on the top rail. And our features of this is it's a track system that's indirect direct, pendant, direct track, or a just eliminated or surface mounted solution, pendant or surface, as I said. And then there's recessed with a frame or trimless for a solution for it. So as we get through this, and I just wanted to let you know the aesthetics of the size of the indirect direct track. The largest extrusion is right under 3 inches, 2 3/4, and all of them are 1 inch wide. And then the rest of them are the same, very similar, and it's 2 1/4. With this, what's nice about this is we also adapted this track not just for Robin as a projector, but we brought some low voltage products too. So we have low voltage Palco and we have the Robin. And the Robin is unique, like I said, because it can go on the top and have amazing ambient capability, or on the bottom. It has a orientation of 360, and then it also is closer to 165 aiming capability, going 100% up or down to about 160, 165. And the sizes of it are, the Robin comes in a 1 inch, 1.5 inch, and 2.5 inch. And we have all the beam angles between ranging of 15 to 14, a 24, a wide flood, and also in the 1.5 inch, we have a wall washer. We have all the CCTs, of course, on this screen is 27, 3000, and 4000 Kelvin, 90 CRI, but also with the modification, we can go down to 2200 or 35K as well. So lumens on this package starts around 600 lumens for the inch, and then we go to 1000, up to 1000 lumens in 1.5 inch, and then 2.5. For 2.5 inch, we have 2000 lumens. The other unique thing about this is having visual comfort and reducing field angle. So this is our Opti beam lens, and it's also in the 1.5 inch, 2 inch, and 2.5. Or we have the Opti beam reflector, similar to our optics and our reflectors in Laser Blade, that's in the 2.5 inch. What's also nice about this is it can have some multiple media inside this projector. So it's up to 2, either a reflector, lens, elliptical distribution, honeycomb, spillover ring, and then a cylindrical screen, which is a snoot, or a decorative screen. So what's also unique about this screen, this decorative screen, is it's 3D printed, and for certain projects for branding and hospitality or retail or corporate or museum, you now have an option to create another type of screen by 3D print technology to put on this beautiful projector. The colors for the projector and also the screen is for the projectors black or white, and then for the screen is black, white, or copper. And here's another installation in hospitality. And then the other part about it, I just want to kindly remind you of low voltage Palco about this and what we can do in these. We have 1.5 inch and 2 inch. We can use the different media for it of a reflector elliptical distribution, honeycomb, or spill ring, or a snoot for it. And then we also have the guy that's little less than 3/4 inch that just has a snoot. We have color temperatures of 27K, 3000 Kelvin are standard. Modifications, we are so open to modifications of color temperature. Having 90 CRI, we have some spot, medium flood, wide flood, wall washer in this family, a framer, and a beamer as well. So this is a nice offering for you, and the range of wattage is 3.5 watts, and then it goes a little higher depending on the lumen package for all these. And then continuing with Superrail, we also brought extra small laser blade. So we have where it is the square cylinder laser blade, or we also have the track for it. And then for layering light solution on this beautiful indirect direct track is laser blade extra small low voltage in 5 cell or 10 cell, either in wall wash, high contrast, or general illumination. And then we have sticks as well. So the sticks are in increments starting at 6 inches and then going in increments of 1 foot, 2 foot, and 3 foot, and then a general illumination strip that can be on the indirect side as well. So as you see in this profile, here's the cross section of it, of having indirect direct track and having Robin or Palco on the indirect side, and then the direct side having extra small laser blade, Robin, Palco, and the stick. Now I'm going to get into with low voltage Palco that we would need an adapter. That's the little asterisk you see here, and I'll get into that in just a minute. So on the direct side, Robin, extra small laser blade, or the light stick for this. And this is what I was talking about, this mechanical adapter. So for low voltage Palco, this is the adapter that snaps into the track itself. And we also have it for laser blade, low voltage extra small as well. And it just simply slides and locks and snaps into place into wherever you want to orient it, name it. It's easy to cut. Its tools are free in installation, and the reliability all the time. And we also looked at safety in the design criteria. So it's aluminum extrusion with steel core on it. It's field cuttable. It's very easy to cut. But we also wanted to make sure of the mechanical components of this is, like I was saying, where we had the adapter, or on the Robin itself, it has this mechanism that's simple to snap in, and then you click into the little snaps onto the track itself. Then there's reliability over time. We made sure that, you know, it can handle up to 5 times the weight of the products to make sure that, you know, plugging and playing throughout the track, that we're keeping this in the reliability. And then safety. We also looked at it from having aluminum track with steel core and not have magnetic, because we wanted to make sure that it didn't interact with either different controls, pacemakers, or air freight, and different electronic devices in a space. So as you can see, here's another installation of having indirect lighting and then direct projectors of Robin on the beautiful rail. The part about this is also of either surface mounted, recessed, or suspended. It can have some, we can make patterns with it as well. And there's connectors, and there's this articulated joint, excuse me, on this truck. And then here are the extrusions and the mounting for surface mounted, pendant, and then the self-balancing system. So it's a 2-point balancing system that mounts on 2 cables, and it has a counterweight with it. So make sure the whole entire track stays straight in your space, whether you load on one side of the track with multiple solutions and then one side is a little bit less. So you make sure that we have everything straight in space. The other part about this is the canopies and the end feed. We have all the different options for having the end feed and also either square or round canopies for it. And then the other joints also for the surface mounted articulating joint, straight in feed connector, and having the covers as well. There is going to be more, I'm going to tell you. We are working on more options for different joiners as well. And then here is the low voltage track for extra small, and as a picture here of how it looks into the track, but it's also, we're just looking at the whole entire thing of having 480 volt track. You can either control it through dolly or for individual luminaire control, or 0 to 10 volt. And we have remote drivers for it, dimmable, and it's a really unique offering where we're trying to work together with controls and what you want to have in the design criteria space of controlling it by individual or having a 2-circuit track for the indirect and the direct, of having them all controlled together. So the takeaways of this beautiful system is it's just 1 inch wide, and the largest extrusion is less than 3 inches. Now you have versatility in this space to layer light from both sides of the track on the direct side. Also layering it with our beautiful low voltage, extra small laser blade, having segments of light, or also, using low voltage Palco. And then making sure that it keeps reliability maintained over time and keeps your design going and having the aesthetic, the longevity of the project, and safety. So here's last reminder here at the very beginning of what it looks like installed. And that's all I have for you today. Any questions?
Thank you, Elizabeth. This is a great new system. So I'm actually going to kick the questions off.
Sure.
So Palco in-out is one of my favorite monopoints for use both interior and exterior with all the different sizes and outputs and beam angles you have available. Can you also do Robin in a monopoint?
We can, actually. We can do it as stem mount, or we can do it as a monopoint. So you can have a longer stem as well, or a monopoint. Right now, that's not a standard offering. We love modifications at Iguzzini, so contact Lighting Systems, and we can get an SP for you on that product.
Excellent. Looking forward to seeing that. All right, some questions from the chat. What color is the inside of the white track?
That's a great question. It's white. And also for the Robin itself, the whole mechanism and everything is white itself too, and the adapters will be white. So aesthetically, it's monolithic, all the same color.
Great. I think you mentioned this, but are you able to modify for a 35K CCT?
Yes, we are. Great question. For Robin or any of the Palco series and extra small laser blade, anything that we have, I am happy to get you a modification in 35K or even to a lower CCT, less than 27K as well.
Excellent. And for the Robin, is there, or I guess all the track heads, is there a capability for individual control of each track head?
That's great. Great question. Absolutely. It's with Dolly, and it's a system that allows for inline control up to 20 addresses for one segment of the length of the driver, which our drivers are 100 watts. So I mean, approximately, we don't want to load it all the way to 100 watts, but and then it can get up to 20 addresses on that.
Okay, so 20 individual controls, 20 individual spots can be controlled on each system?
Correct.
Okay. Great. Let's see if there's anything else. Does anyone else have a question they want to throw in the chat? All right. Well, thank you all for attending today. Next month, we'll be presenting a new decorative track system called Highline from RBW. And again, if you'd like to meet with Elizabeth, please reach out to your Light Systems representative. So thanks for attending today, and see you next time.
Thank you so much for your time today.